watching Prime Morning this morning, and it's time for us to delve into what the newspapers are for us. It's Adwoa Safo. There's so much. Now, I'm excited about this because those at home who have been wanting to be a part of this conversation, sending us messages the whole week, it's time for you to come on the screen yourself and share your message. So time for you to be a celebrity, like I always say. The Zoom link is activated, right?
Yes, it is. So the password we put on the screen for you to pick it up and then join us on Zoom. But you know who's the people's faces I really want to see? Aaron and Daniel.
I know, right? Daniel hasn't sent us message in a while. Daniel, we hope you are okay. We actually do care about you. We are hoping that you are okay. Daniel Akpaliok from Sandema. Please and please again, we are hoping you are okay. If you are very okay, please send us messages. Let's hear from you because we love you so much. So please send in your message. Now, the question of the day has to do with Honorable Adwoa Safo, who is the MP for the people of Dome Constituents. That's the Member of Parliament. She's actually on the ticket of the NPP. Now, about 2 years ago, you know, her name sprang up because she traveled to the United States of America and was not returning. There were so many things that came up, popped up in the newspapers, popped up on news portals, saying that she was refusing to come to Ghana. Now, her government needed her because at that time, that was when they were passing the e-levy bill and so many other bills that they needed her votes because currently we have a hung parliament. But she was not showing her face. It's alleged that the government had to hire a private jet or a private plane to go bring her to Ghana before we finally saw her face in Parliament. She was actually absent from Parliament for close to 2 years. Now, she never represented her people for close to 2 years. Yesterday, there's a video that popped up. And this video, she actually did apologize to the people of Dome Constituents, her party executives, and the president. Take a look at the video.
I wish to proffer my sincere apology to His Excellency the President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the Chief of Staff Honorable Frema Osei Opare, the Majority Leader and the entire leadership of Parliament, my colleague members of Parliament, the entire Majority Caucus, the leadership of our great party, the National Chairman and the General Secretary, together with all your executives, the regional executives of Greater Accra, the constituency executives of Dome Constituents led by Chairman Bonsu, all polling station executives. I wish to state that I'm sincerely sorry. I apologize for my actions and inactions. None of my actions were intentional, deliberate, or calculated to bring disrepute to our great party. I was going through a lot as a mother and as a woman. I want to take this opportunity to ask for your forgiveness for anything untoward that I have done to bring the name of the party into disrepute. As the saying goes, to err is human and to forgive is divine. I ask for your forgiveness. My name is Adwoa Safo, the Member of Parliament for the good people of Dome Constituents. Thank you and God bless you all.
Now, you know, her absence was so alarming that at some point, some MPs had to call for her seat to be declared vacant. And somewhere in 2022, she was actually summoned by the Privileges Committee, which...
she never showed up.
She never showed up. She never showed up. But what do you think about the apology? This is something that a whole lot of you, after you heard that she was back into the country, a whole lot of you on social media were saying that she needs to apologize to the presidency. She needs to apologize to Ghanaians for her absence and all that. Well, she has rendered the apology, but what do you think about exactly what she said in the apology? We want you to hop on the Zoom. The password is given, so please get ready to join us and share your opinions with us in relation to Adwoa Safo's apology. Do you think she deserves to be forgiven?
And given a second chance.
And given a second chance.
The forgiveness is in two parts.
Okay.
Yeah. So second chance or no second chance. You know you can forgive, but you don't have to give the chance. Or we don't forgive you. So I don't think they can't say they won't forgive her.
Exactly.
But will they give her the chance?
Let's see what happens.
Well, the people of
the people, exactly. Well, the people.
You know, 4 years ago, 2020, that seat was keenly contested between herself and Michael Quay Jr. When they were running the parliamentary, the primaries. It was really keenly contested, where we had her baby daddy, who is also vying to become the flag bearer of the NPP, that's Honorable Kennedy Japon, speak about the fact that he was called last minute, and he was called by, you know, Michael Quay Jr.'s supporters and the Adwoa Safo supporters, and he had to make a tough decision. And he said, I have children with this woman. Yeah. Of course, I might like you, Michael Quay Jr., but I cannot turn my back on the mother of my children. So I had to go in last minute to support her, and that's how she won the seat. Yeah. Even with the primaries, that's how she won over Michael Quay. Now, Michael Quay has been acting as the MP for the area when Adwoa Safo was nowhere to be found. So are the people of NPP going to give this opportunity to Michael Quay Jr. during the primaries, or it will be given to Adwoa Safo?
I really wonder what exactly made her not even try to seek permission to be absent. I don't know who exactly she spoke to at the beginning of this whole issue, that this is what I'm going through, because it looks like she was going through something personal. Because there were even some news that was circulating online in relation to her marriage and then all that. People were circulating a lot, but then she hadn't officially come out to say that this and this is what exactly is going on with me. So I don't know what stopped her right from the beginning from seeking permission in the right way. And look at what has happened. I don't think that the people of Dome Constituents are going to let this go.
So Brenda actually lives in that area.
Okay.
And I was having a conversation with her this morning, but Brenda said she won't let it go. And she's actually a voter. So then that will inform the decision of the party as to who they will have to present to the people if they want to retain the seat.
Exactly.
If not, and they'll forgive and give her another opportunity, we don't know. But you know, one thing that actually struck me in what she said, and I was not too happy about it. She said she's a woman and she faced challenges of, you see, some of us have been championing women advocates. We've been advocating for women for a long time.
Yeah, we are always wanting to be vulnerable.
And then you come out and you say that, oh, and the challenges of a woman. So who will give us the opportunity?
Yeah.
Won't it be used against us one day?
And you know, with what this statement that she made is actually the main reason that, you know, in the olden days, men didn't want women taking certain positions.
Wow. Anyway, I think that there's been a lot of reactions coming from people out there. Want to take a look at some of the reactions?
Adwoa Safo.
Apology well taken. MPP, we have the men and women. She's one of them. The delegates will decide. No one is going to stop her from coming back. She has come, she has declared her intention to contest. If she contests and the delegates think that what she did was right, so be it. So be it. But for me, I am very sorry.
But as executives, are you ready to receive her? She has apologized.
What are you talking about in terms of reception? She has come, she has met the executives, she has stated a point, and we have listened to her. I said, go on. You can do whatever you want to do as an MP. You can go on a vacation or go. I mean, there's nothing that is happening as far as Adwoa Safo is concerned in this constituency. She's doing nothing. She came back and she hasn't done anything.
All right, thank you.
Safo administration is very poor. It's very, very poor. When it's voting time, you will see her around, going up and down with the macho men. That's what they are. All of them are up to. But not we, the people they represent our need that they are there for. They are there for their own interest.
To your viewers, I've had friends sending the videos to me because of the position I hold in this constituency, and I've seen it. And she has every right to apologize. If she didn't, it's
for she's a human being, and we human being offend human being. You understand? So if she has done something, she has realized that what she has done is wrong, and she has come for an apology. Who are we to say no? We forgive her.
Are you suspecting that perhaps she wants to come back and contest the seat?
That's what we will decide from there. No, she can't decide. We will decide that. You understand? We will decide that. So that one, therefore, apology is accepted to me because he's a human being. You understand? If somebody offends you and the person is aware that what he has done is wrong, and the person come and bully and say, why won't you forgive the person? But whatever, you forgive the person, all right. But maybe to give the person an opportunity again to do that thing again, it will not happen.
You are not ready to receive her back in the constituency?
She's still the MP, so she's in the
I'm talking about if she comes to contest. You are not ready to...
that's where the people will decide. Are you getting it? Everybody will decide. I will decide. She has also decided.
At the end of the day, it is the Kokomoti that has the power. It is the Kokomoti that will, be evidence of everything that is happening right now. Right now, you know what I'm thinking about, Risling? Is, okay, so before this whole thing started, what did she do for the constituency? In her absence, what did she do for the constituency?
What can you do in your absence?
Nothing. Nothing. But for those that, she's been there for how many? 8 years? Should I say like...
Yeah, I think this
it should be more.
Yeah, I think this is her third time or
third time,
yeah.
Yes, her third time. Right. Okay, so it's been more than 8 years, I believe.
It's her third time.
Yes, more than 8 years. What developmental
the first time she came to power, they were in opposition.
Right.
And she got the seat. At that time it was keenly contested. She was the youngest lawyer.
Yeah.
There was a lot of noise about her. Beautiful young girl.
Exactly.
And who had been homeschooled.
Was so amusing.
Good.
Yeah.
So yes, but 2020 again, I'll take it back to 2020. She nearly lost the seat because the people of Dome Kwabenya felt that their roads were not being done.
Exactly.
Their MP was not representing them well. There was even this survey that came up that she actually made them retract it and apologize. And the survey was that she was the worst MP. Yes, there was a survey that she was the worst MP. And they had to retract and apologize. Because they felt that when you need any member of parliament to speak on your behalf, you see them, you hear their voices. But there's a woman that anytime she was being called to speak on issues about her constituency, she always avoided it.
No show.
So no show. It happened so many times. I personally tried to reach out to her. Her, PA will answer and say no, she's not available for years.
Okay.
Have you ever seen her granting an interview to speak about it? When it's election year, you'll see her face. When she's done, she goes back. So you see, but the thing is, yes, we see her in parliament, but she wasn't even vocal to speak about issues that concerned her people. But this time around,
I think that the people, at the end of the day, well, like the last gentleman mentioned, at the end of the day, it all lies in their hands. It is the voting that will tell exactly what happened. So please and please and please, like we said, we want you to be a part of the conversation. So join us via Zoom. The Zoom ID and the password are on the screen currently. Hop onto the Zoom, but before you do that, make sure you're looking appropriate for TV. Have your hair well brushed, well combed. Make sure that you are properly dressed. Make sure you're in a well-lit room because we want to see your face very, very properly. We don't want to see dark face or dark silhouettes or images. No, we want to see the features on your beautiful faces. So please and please make sure that you do all this appropriately. Don't lie down. Don't be, we want you to sit up and then position the phone or the laptop. We'd actually prefer you use a laptop, but then if you're going to use a phone, make sure it is positioned in a way that we can see your face properly. We want a very good portrait view. Okay, so the ID and the password is on the screen. Hop on now and let's get into it.
I like the password. Guess the password.
Oh, okay.
The password is 123456. I like it.
Very simple. Okay, so we have someone on.
Good morning. Kindly unmute yourself for us, boss. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah,
Yes.
great. What's your name and where are you joining us from?
Please, my name is Derek. I'm calling from Techiman.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I like that. How are the people of Techiman?
Oh, they are all fine. They are all fine.
Great. Now, have you seen the video of Honorable Adwoa Safo, the MP for Dome Kwabenya, apologizing to her political party executive, the leaders, and the people of Dome Kwabenya?
Yes, please.
What's your take on it?
Please, first of all, we are going to forgive her. But for me, I think it's because of the election that she is apologizing. Okay. So next year, we are going to vote her out.
Okay. But do you think she should even represent the MPP in the first place?
No, please. No, please.
You think she's just coming for elections, eh?
Yes, please.
Okay. Do you want to say anything else before you go?
What I will say is that next year we are going to vote her out. Don't say anything again. That's what I want to say.
Points well made. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay, thanks very much.
All right. Okay, so I think he mentioned his name, and then he also mentioned that he's joining us from Tichiman. You at home can also join us this morning.
Yeah, I think it's
What's
Derek.
your take on it? I think
Derek.
that's another person. Okay, so
yes,
take over
okay.
as you do, please.
Hi, good morning. Hi. Can you please unmute yourself so we have a conversation? The one in glasses, yes. Can you unmute yourself so we can hear you?
Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. Yourself too?
Oh, we are doing awesome this morning. Introduce yourself to us.
Okay, I'm Yusuf Ibrahim and I'm calling from Adwoa Safo.
Okay. So what do you have to say in relation to Adwoa Safo's apology?
I think Adwoa Safo's apology shouldn't be accepted at all.
Okay.
Remember, at that time, she was not just a member of parliament, she was also a minister in charge of gender and social protection.
Right.
And as a minister, a member of parliament for the biggest constituency in Ghana, and also a minister for gender, children and social protection, we left your constituencies and went abroad for almost a year. We did not think about them. So I don't think now that it's getting time to election and she now wants to be forgiven. No, it's a no for me.
So with what you're saying, there's even no way that she should even represent the New Patriotic Party at the end.
Yeah, I think the party shouldn't even give her the chance to contest for the parliamentary election, for her to even come out for the general election at all.
Right. Okay. Yes. All right. Okay, Yusuf. Any other thing you want to share or you want to speak on?
Okay. I just want to greet my people from KNUST.
Okay. Right. Okay, thank you so much for joining. Make sure that you share the link, okay? The people that you are giving shout out to, share the link to them so that they can also join us via Zoom, all right?
From 200 people in KNUST, I give all of them shout outs.
Okay, so share the link to them on Facebook. Sure. Thank you very much for joining. Okay, Roslyn, I think we have another one.
Okay.
Abubakari.
Abubakari, good morning. If you can hear us, kindly unmute yourself, Abubakari. Can you hear? Abubakari, kindly unmute yourself for us. I like your shirt, though. Unmute yourself. We can't hear you. Okay, we'll try and get Abubakari to unmute himself so that he can join us. But it's quite interesting how people don't forget, you know. And like Yusuf said, even aside the fact that you were the member of parliament for Dome Constituents, you were also the minister in charge of gender
and social welfare.
Exactly. And where were you?
Where were you?
When the people needed you. Anyway, I think there's some comments coming in, so we'll quickly read some of the comments.
Abubakar, have you unmuted? Can you hear us?
Yes, please.
Oh, fantastic. We'll talk to Abubakari before we read our messages. Hi, Abubakari. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm doing okay.
Great. And where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from Larabanga in the Savannah region.
Fantastic. How are the people of Larabanga?
Oh, Larabanga is quite good. Everyone is okay.
That's good to know. What's your take on Honorable Adwoa Safo's video, apologies video?
It looks as if he's not very serious with the job. So I think that they can forgive him for all that he has done. But to be specific, he has to they don't have to give him another chance.
Adwoa, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, right. Okay. Well, the take is on, and we don't know if she should represent the MPP or not. Do you think she should?
No, I'm not sure he should join he should be represented the constituency or either the party, because I think he's more than busy to do his private life instead of being in politics.
Oh, right. Okay. All right, Abubakar. Now, let me ask you this. Let me take you away from Adwoa Safo a little bit, and let's come to the price of cocoa. You know, it's been increased, right? You've heard about it?
Yes, please. I heard about it.
What's your take on it? Do you think that the increment is good enough? But the opposition party is saying they could have done better.
Yes, of course, they could have done much, much better, because if you look at the farmers, how they are being treated, I think it's not being fair. Considering the way the farmers are, working, and if you look at certain privileges that the government is not giving to the workers, I think it's not the way to go. So the increment is a bit, it's good, but it's not worth coming. I think that the farmers deserve more.
Are you yourself?
You say?
Are you a farmer?
Yes, please. I'm a farmer.
Oh, that's nice. So what do you farm?
In the Savannah region, I farm yam, cassava, maize, and groundnuts.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Please bring me some, okay? Bring me some. What will you bring us some?
I can bring you some anytime I'm coming to Accra.
That would be fantastic. Even if you're not coming to Accra, you can give it to a car, like you always do.
All right. Then you leave me your name and your contact. I'll send you whatever you need.
We'll do that. We'll do it for the whole production. It's not just myself. So see, I'll have a share as well. But thank you so much for joining us, Abubakar.
No problem. Yeah, thank you very much for having me.
Have a good day. You're welcome.
Have a good day.
We hope to hear from you on Friday as well. Every Friday. So every Friday, know that you are joining us, okay?
No problem. I shall do that. Yeah.
Fantastic. Have a good day. Right, I think we'll take some comments.
Yes,
right?
Yes. Let's read some comments. The MP.
Finally!
Oh, Daniel is here. Okay, so he says the MPP in its generality is unprincipled and inconsistent with their dealings, so I do not really see why Adwoa Safo should not be forgiven. Adwoa Safo may have been indirectly communicating the views of her constituents to the insensitive MPP party with respect to the implementation of the e-levy at the time. Okay. Right.
Daniel Akbaliok, good morning. We love you too much. Thank you.
Oh, he has another one. He sent another one. If the MPP party cannot forgive Adwoa Safo simply because she refused to help them impose draconian taxes on impoverished Ghanaians, how can Ghanaians forgive President Nana Akufo-Addo and Dr. Bawumia after pretending over a failed economy, running a family and friends government, condoning sheer indiscipline, and above all, engaging in loot and share, leaving the ordinary Ghanaians in abject poverty? I call on the NPP party to forgive Honorable Adwoa Safo and give her a second chance. Just say, the crack
even when they bring her, they won't vote.
This one says, good morning. Adwoa Safo should not be forgiven. She can only be forgiven if she refunds money paid to her without working for.
Hey, wow.
Ghanaians are really unforgivable.
Aaron has also sent a message.
Hi, Aaron. Okay, so good morning to you. Parliamentarians are there to represent the interests of their constituency at the Legislative Council, which was set by law and also is enshrined within the 1992 Constitution, which means that parliamentarians must always be at parliamentary sessions. They must not in any way absent themselves in whatsoever reason, with the exception of engaging in parliament assignment outside parliamentary duties. #love, #respect. Aaron Babako Kokomisa.
Thank you so much,
Thank you so
Aaron.
much.
I mean, two consistent that
very
send us
consistent
messages. Daniel Akpaliok and Aaron Bebaho Kokomisa. We appreciate it. For you at home, you can also join us and send in your messages. Good morning, Simply Comedy. That's your name, right? Kindly unmute yourself for us. If you can hear us, unmute yourself for us, Simply Comedy. Unmute.
On Zoom.
All right, so we'll come back to you, Simply Comedy, and have a conversation with you. But anytime you join us, when we probably, I think sometimes we spring surprise. They don't know we've picked them, and so they just get surprised when they've been picked. And then you unmute yourself when you are picked, so we can have a conversation. Okay. All right. So I think we'll read some of the stories.
Yeah, let's start with some of the newspapers. Let's do Daily Graphic.
No, do the Daily Analyst. There's something there. I like it.
You like it?
Yes.
Okay, which story?
No, read it. I'll show you.
Okay, so let's start with Daily Analyst. On the front page, we have Baumia is MPP's best bet. Frances is Siam. After going AWOL, Adwoa Safo finally shows remorse.
Okay, so this is where, like, finally. Why they say finally?
Because, like I said, they've been waiting.
That time. Okay.
They've been waiting. Ghanaians have been waiting for an apology.
Okay, so I think our Zoom is finally working,
okay.
Right? No, the Zoom has been working. It's on mute that is finally working. Hello, who's joining us? Hello.
Who is on?
Okay, so if you can hear us, let's actually, yes, gentleman in singlet, white singlet, you're the one on.
Yes.
Okay, so turn off your sound. If you can kindly mute yourself on television so that you can hear us, else you get a feedback. So just mute yourself, mute the television, and let's have a conversation.
Yes.
Fantastic.
The Adwoa Safo speech. Plain and simple, she doesn't. That apology is just a sham. She's probably doing it because of the incoming elections, the primaries, and then that of the up-and-coming elections in 2024. So, I mean, they can't be taking us for granted all the time.
Where are you joining us from and your name?
Bora.
Pardon?
I'm Dennis.
Okay, Dennis, and you're joining us from where?
Bolga.
Please say good morning to the people of Bolga for us. You know what I really want you to do? When you go out there, tell them that every Friday you'll be on Prime Morning so they should watch. Okay? So spread the news.
All right.
Great. Oh, so what are you eating? You're eating something. What is it? What are you having for breakfast?
Yeah.
Is it Hausa Cocoa?
Oh, no, it's just tea.
Hey. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us. All right. So is it what I think we'll click?
Yeah. So we have another person not joining us via Zoom. The boy GH. Can you hear me? If you can, please unmute yourself. The boy GH. Please unmute on Zoom. Yes. Okay. Can you hear me? Please unmute on Zoom. Have you unmuted? The boy GH. You see on Zoom the microphone sign on there? Just hit it to unmute so we can hear you. Okay. Please try to get that sorted out and come back for us to have the conversation so we can hear you. Okay, Abdul Rahman, can you hear me? Abdul Rahman, please unmute. So viewers, when we say your name, okay, or when you see yourself appear on the screen on your TV sets, please unmute quickly, because I believe that a whole lot of you are watching currently, and so unmute. When you hear us say your name, then you quickly unmute so that it makes the conversation very easy. Abdul, can you hear me? Please unmute so we can start the conversation. Okay. All right. So viewers, like I said earlier, if you have joined us on Zoom, please, when you hear us say your name or your Zoom ID name, you immediately unmute yourself so we can start the conversation. Because, you know, we don't want the whole unmute, and, you know, it's just getting draggy. Anyways, so please get it properly done, all right? Rosalind, so when the news came out, the cocoa farmers issue, right? When the news came out that the prices had increased.
We made it to the newspapers.
Did we?
We did.
Oh, okay. We did. You know, a whole lot of bloggers also picked the story. Trending on social media so much.
This interview was right here on Joy Prime. Was on Prime Morning. Yay. Anyway, that was a big interview conversation though. Please go ahead.
So I was saying that when the news came out, when it was announced that the prices of cocoa had, you know, increased from 800 cedis to 1,300, I saw videos of a whole lot of cocoa farmers trending on social media. They were excited, jumping here and there, and some were hailing the president.
I was excited as well. Okay. So we see you, Paul Inyoja Dalafu, Kwejo Amwa Bing Novik, Abdul Rahman Al Hassan, The Boy GH, Samsung SM, Cham Joseph. Okay, so you know what? We are going to pick one of you, and so when we pick you, kindly unmute yourself. Can you hear us? If you can hear us, wave. If you can hear, wave. Just wave if you can hear. Okay, give us a wave if you can hear. All right.
Okay, so
Kojo, we are picking Kojo. Kojo, we are picking you. Kojo Amwabing Novik. Let's pick Kojo. Kindly unmute yourself for us, Kojo. We are picking you. Unmute yourself. Good. Can you hear us, Kojo? Great.
Thank
Kojo, let's have a conversation.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Fantastic. Okay, so I said I will take us through that.
Good morning, Kojo. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Right, Kojo,
Good morning.
Okay, where are you talking from? I can hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Perfectly, 100. Where are you talking from?
I'm calling from Kwewum Praiso.
Kwewum Praiso.
Yeah.
How is the weather like this morning over there?
Very, very, very chilling and cozy.
Oh, okay, chilling and cozy. Okay,
yeah.
So which of the topics would you want to talk on? Adwoa Safo's apology or the increment in the pricing of the cocoa?
I think I'll go on both of them.
Okay.
Short.
Okay, so shoot. Go.
I think I don't people that doesn't deserve a second chance. Why am I saying so? We have proceedings in Parliament, right? If you've got any family problem or whatever it is, you have to write to the Parliament and ask for permission to be absent.
Yeah.
But he did none of that. And after once Kennedy Japan came out to tell us that the chief of staff gave him over 120,000 whether dollars or Ghana cedis to be given to her before she comes to Parliament.
Yeah.
Which is very, very bad. You see, there is one thing with this Nanado Dankwa.
Yeah, off again.
Oh, you've mistakenly unmuted, Kojo. So please, you've
Kojo,
muted. Please unmute. Kojo, you mistakenly muted yourself, so please unmute. Because now we can't hear you. Hi, Kojo. Can you hear me? Kojo, oh yes, on the Zoom, you mistakenly muted yourself, so please unmute now, again.
Oh.
It's not...
He's done it. He's
okay,
unmuted.
Okay, Kojo. Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yes. All that you said, we couldn't hear you.
Yes.
I'm for mute.
Okay, great. Please continue.
Is it okay?
Yes, please.
Okay. As I was saying, it's good that we've had an increase in cocoa prices, but it's not enough because the former government that was from 2012 going were giving free cocoa for free fertilizers and a whole lot of stuff. This increment, what's the impact? Look at the prices of farm inputs right now. We decide fertilizer, machete, Wellington boots, they've all skyrocketed. And when you go to the stock, when you compare the prices the cocoa are being bought per ton, seriously, we the farmers, we are being shortchanged big time. And what amuses me is that how can Cocoa Board be doing losses, but at the same time the government will pay them bonuses at the end of the year? Once they are not the ones being on the farm, we are the ones being on the farm doing the farming.
You're a cocoa farmer.
This government is a whole charade. You know, this government is a whole charade. No infrastructure is going on. They are owing everyone in Ghana except God. And if you don't take it, they are going to owe God very soon.
Okay.
First in history, a government who cannot pay his domestic debt, likewise foreign debt. Where are we going as a country?
Okay, Kojo. Thank you.
Nana Dankwa, we expected a lot from him, but we never knew he's going to be a leader who is going to be state capturing, who is going to be looting. Someone who said he's incorruptible turned out to be the most corrupt. Someone who said he's going to make sure he's putting the presidency online to make sure that Galamsey is going to be a thing of the past. Right now, he is the one that I'm saying. You see, because this president says one thing and does another thing.
Okay, Kojo. All right. Thank you very much. Okay. Hold on that thought. Thank you very much. So earlier we wanted to speak to the boy GH. The boy GH. Are you ready? You've unmuted, so if you can hear me, let us know that you can hear. The boy GH. Okay, so
the boy, I think there's a problem with your speaker because you look like you've unmuted.
Exactly.
But unfortunately, we can't hear you. So we'll have to pick somebody else. Maybe I think Fred Sodoke has unmuted, so we'll have a conversation with Fred. Hello, Fred. Hello, Fred. Fred, talk to us. Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Fred? Okay, I think we have a little bit of challenges. Maybe we should move on to somebody else. Okay, so it's not us, but it's coming from your end. Yeah. Who else? Paul in Nyoja, Dalafu. Can you hear us, Paul? Paul, can you hear us?
Please unmute.
Unmute yourself, Paul, if you can hear us. Paul, you are muted. Oh, good, fantastic.
Okay.
How are you?
Yes, I'm fine, madam.
Great. And where are you joining us from?
I join you from Accra.
From where?
Accra, Malam Junction.
Malam Junction, okay. So actually we have two conversations that we are having this morning. We are fixated on these two because they are the biggest trending issues the whole week. The first one has to do with Honorable Adwoa Safo's apology, and the second one has to do with the increment of cocoa price. Which one do you want to speak on?
I would like to touch on the two briefly.
Fantastic, let's go.
Yes, taking into consideration the apologies of Madam Adwoa Safo to the people of Ghana, her constituents, and by extension to the president and the vice president and the party at large. I think she's pressing the panic button. And I am of the belief that if Adwoa Safo is a chance to come back to lead the people of Dome Constituents, and by extension, a member of parliament for the party, it will bring a lot of nuisance and unforeseen circumstances to the people of Dome Constituents. Why do I say nuisance? I say so basically from her attitude shown to the party and to the people of Dome Constituents in previous on Parliament.
Paul, you are listening to yourself, so we are having a feedback. Can you mute the volume on your television set so we can have a conversation, please?
Is off.
Okay, now is the TV? Lower the TV's volume, please.
It's off to 0.
Okay, because we're getting a feedback. All right, I think we'll have to come back to you later. Get it sorted. Please, if you are not on, kindly mute your microphone for us. If you are not on, mute your microphone, because we want to have one person at a time having a conversation with them. Okay, so right now we're having a conversation with Paul. Paul, please continue making your point. Let's briefly touch on the cocoa issue, please, before you go.
Okay, the cocoa issue. You see, the moment we are doing something as Ghanaian and we tend into put politics into it, we destroy everything. In murder cases, when someone is murdered and it's alleged to have belonged to a political party, which is either in power or out of the power, the issue becomes fragmented. The issue becomes redundant. Nobody talks about it. The media will only take their cameras the first day, second day, and the third day. You will not see anybody talk about the issue because they believe that it is politics. So I am not surprised somebody wants to gain from the farmers, and someone also wants to gain from the farmers. So it is about interest. I think the farmers has been compensated enough. The price of cocoa somehow is a bit better.
Okay.
Because I have not had any opportunity to sell something 50% of the basic price that have been given. Even the salaries that we increased, I've not seen any institution increase the worker salary by 63%.
Yeah,
that is not possible.
Okay, Paul.
So because the political party, each of the political parties has their own interest. They will by way or means find another way or another means to sabotage each other. So I don't think this should be an issue of discussion in the first place.
All right, Paul. Thank you so much for joining us. We are very grateful. All right, so if you want to join us this morning, when we pick you, kindly unmute yourself. And also, if you are not on, mute yourself. Okay, so every Friday we'll be doing this, and we'll have you at home join us. Now, if you're joining us, make sure you call all your friends to tune in.
Yeah, because so they see you on TV.
Yeah, exactly. Every calling. Let them watch. Okay. I think we'll quickly brief on some of the papers, but I think there's some more comments coming in, right? Okay, so we'll take some comments now, and then Isidro, please.
Good morning to you, Madam Rosaline. No, she shouldn't be forgiven. What a politics. So, Honorable Adwoa Safo thinks we have soon forgotten what she did to the party. Why this time, not earlier? It is a payback time. The good people of her constituency, especially the delegates, should vote her out. Simple.
Okay.
They described our oil find by President Kufuor as Adrengo. They boycotted the NHIS bill in Parliament. Ghana card new voters register went spared from the NDC's bombardment. Elmina Fishing Harbour was said to be deceptive and Sakawa project. Free SHS was dragged in the mud and was described as 419 and meningitis infested policy. Today, the new cocoa price is under attack by the same NDC propaganda machinery. There is something basically wrong with the NDC. Joe Dakota Esikado Ketan. Okay. It's the president, Nanado, who has to apologize to Ghanaians for the many unfulfilled promises of all the flagship problems. One district, no factory, for example. Patrick Accra. Well. Do we have some more comments? Okay, well, I guess that's it.
Okay, so I think that'll be it. I don't know. We'll quickly read a few stories in here. But we made it to the newspapers, y'all. Okay, so let me quickly tell you that we are in the newspapers. So it says I was not sacked from EIB, and so television show host KOD said it's on Joy Prime Television on Wednesday. Well, my name is in there. I didn't see this one coming. Anyway, we don't. That's how we do it on Fridays. That's how we do it on Fridays. All right. So thank you so much. You know what? I don't know what to say. Like, yo, I feel like a celebrity.
Hey, Roslyn. Someone say, "Hey, aren't you a celebrity?"
Who says? Who's the celebrity? Can I be eating my go bed? What are we eating this morning, though? What are we having for breakfast?
Kokonte.
Kokonte. Yeah. All right. But you said you were going to introduce me to Kokonte. I'm waiting.
We'll do that after the show.
Fantastic. Isidro has promised me that she's good. So if you make the best of Konkonte in town, bring it to us. Isidro is introducing me to Konkonte this morning. But thank you so much to those of you who joined us this morning via Zoom, and those of you who sent in your messages. We are super, super grateful. Let's do this again next week, Friday. As you join us, make sure that you look good. And when we tell you to unmute, kindly unmute for us. But don't forget to tell all your family and friends to also tune in so that they see you on TV. It's an opportunity for everybody to see you on TV. Okay?
What actually made me smile after seeing the faces of these people was that you could see the excitement in their faces when they hopped on. And so thank you so much for being right here on the news flash segment with us right here. So Paul Inyoja Dalafu, SK Obeying, Huawei Nova, I wish we could know your actual name, Joseph Isana, and Technopop 4, Isifu Imoro, Abdul Rahman Al Hassan, and John Okoribre. Thank you all so much for joining, and have a wonderful morning. Unfortunately, we couldn't speak to everybody on here, but make sure that next week Friday you hop on. We'll definitely mention you so you can join the conversation. And don't forget that when you hop on and then we mention your name, you quickly, immediately, with the speed of lightning, on mute, so we can start the conversation very, very quickly. All right. Thank you so much for joining. Coming up next is what's trending.
Yes, coming up. I'm so you know.
She's literally drooling over the fact that her name is in the newspaper.
Do you know why?
Okay, so now you
know that my name has appeared in newspapers. So from today, if you see me, and
oh my god,
I don't mind that. Just wait till we'll be right back to say I'm a celebrity now. Hey, my name is in newspapers. We'll be right back.
Taking a picture with the celebrity.